what's about to go down here. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I know I have not been posting in a very long time, but you know, it is what it is. I don't do this full time, and I come here often on and off, and there's so much going on in the world right now, you know, from Uncle Shannon and pop the balloons. So many things has happened since I've been online. I mean, since I've not been online, and I see a whole bunch of them. I just don't really pay attention to online stuff because I'm extremely busy with my regular day-to-day activities. But then I'm also working on this new setup. You know, I've been working on this new setup, and I'm also in the process of moving. So there's so many competing factors, and you know, when you're moving, I'm looking at the setup. Do I like the setup? I'm thinking about where I'm moving to. How am I going to like make sure everything is working real good? But so far, this is a setup that I have currently in my kitchen, and if you're hearing the background sound, that's from my refrigerator. I don't think it's bothering that much because I'm hearing the whole thing. I know people like that solemn, crystal clear sound, and I'm working on that. But so far, if you hear that humming sound, it's from my refrigerator. Maybe I'll pull up the I'll pull out the plug next time just to make sure I get that crispy sound. But then I just want to run the setup and see what it looks like and see how I can do my reaction videos from the setup, because this is also like I said, I have two setups in my house. I have the one I've been using, which is in my living room, and this is in the kitchen, and the kitchen is kind of like closer. I'm trying to see if I can make things work, you know, real fast, and I can just come online, do some quick reaction videos or quick talk show or quick live session and see what I could just do, and then go to my bed and just sleep and go about my, I'm just thinking of how I can make things work super fast, super easy, and just boom, keep the production cycle flowing and flowing and flowing. But enough of that, right? Oh, I know you guys are checking out I'll talk about that in the next video. But so far, like I said, I want to test out the setup and see how I can how the whole thing works out. So now I will be looking at this pop the balloon video. I've never seen this video before, so it's fresh. You probably have seen it, but we'll be doing a live reaction to this video.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Talisha.
What was that?
Talisha.
Talisha, how old are you?
23.
20.
All right, she walks in, she gets multiple pop balloon. Why do you think they are popping? You know, like that's just how walking. And usually guys just kind of like give ladies a bit of a leeway before they pop. So what's the reason? I'd say it's because of it could be attraction. And remember what we always say here, attraction is a genuine reason for you not to like someone. If you're not attracted to someone, then why should you even be with them? So attraction is a genuine reason. It could be the way she works, right? Let's see how she works, because you know, people these days look at everything.
Hello, welcome in. What's your name?
Talisha.
Well, I don't see anything wrong with the way she works. She has a great shape, great physique.
Hello, welcome.
All right, she has a great physique. You know, maybe it's the tattoo and the fact that she's exposing her belly. You know, if you're looking for a wife material, you're not looking for someone who's exposing everything, right? But that's one. It could be the way she works. It could be like there's no attraction. It could even be because, you know, I've seen a lot of brothers on the show say things like, I want black chocolate, I want a black queen. So it might be because of the skin complexion as well. But who knows, right? And then we'll get to the point where we hear from them. So far, I think she has 3 balloons popped. Yeah, let's see what they'll have to say. First, you know, that's the very first thing, like popping of her coming in. And now another thing is when we hear her speak, because some of these beautiful ladies, they are just beautiful up until they get vocal, and once they open up their mouth, you're like, okay. I think, yeah, beauty is kind of like subjective. I mean, physically, you're attractive, but what's coming out of your mouth, because even the good book says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speak. So, if you're saying this, that means what's inside your heart, you know, sort of like questionable. Let's keep going.
Man, what's your name?
Talisha.
What was that?
Talisha.
Talisha, how old are you?
23.
23. And what do you do?
Age?
I'm in the military.
You're in the military. Okay, nice. Which branch?
Air Force.
Air Force. Nice.
All right, so you see that brother saying yes. He's not saying, oh, military, he's disciplined or whatever. Nah, he's not saying all those stuff. He's saying ladies in the military have a certain type of reputation. Okay, ladies in the military have a certain type of reputation, and the reputation is that they're just not loyal. Okay, they hop from man to man. Okay, and it's not just ladies, even guys in military, because they're not stationed in one place. They're going from places to places. So when they go to this place, they meet someone. When they go to this place, they meet someone. When they go to this place, they meet someone, and they're sleeping with everyone over there. You all remember what happened during the Vietnam War, the Vietnam War aftermath, and a lot of American soldiers were having like American Vietnamese baby. That was almost like the precedent of how they call them, Blasian. But that we're not even going into that yet.
Nice. And so what do you look for in a guy?
Someone who has like personal and career goals,
Okay.
family oriented,
Okay.
little handyman.
A handyman. All right, cool. So we did get a few balloons pop. Let's go ahead and go over to some of these guys, see what's going on. Yeah? Okay, let's start right on over here. If we can have your name, how old you are, and why you ended up popping your balloon.
My name is Christavian. I'm 24. You're actually very beautiful, by the way, and you got a nice body. You may have some melanin in you because of hair, but I need someone that I could, like, darker complexion.
I said it, guys. I definitely said it. A lot of these brothers will say things like, I want a black queen. However, I promise you, okay? I promise you, true love has no color. Okay, true love has none of these things that we attach to it. But they don't know each other, so we can't see they truly love each other. So first impression, first attraction, it's not there. She's not black queen. He was probably raised by of course he's raised by a black woman. He wants to continue the lineage, but that shouldn't be one reason for you to limit yourself to say, oh, I just want a black woman. But everyone has their preference, and we gotta respect everyone's preference.
You know what I'm saying?
Period.
You're very beautiful. That was the only reason I popped.
Okay, so she's too light-skinned.
Too light.
Period. I understand.
That's insane.
Okay, all right. And now, is he your type? Oh, absolutely not? Why not? Speak your mind. What's going on? What?
The physical attraction is not there.
Okay.
Okay, physical attraction. Like I said, that's always
And
a
is it
genuine reason.
the height? Is it like what is it about him?
Face.
Face.
Yes. The face.
The face. Oh, okay. All right.
Seems very nice though.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, if a woman tells you you're nice and she's still not choosing you, that is, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I call the kiss of death. All right, you're nice, you're attractive, you're handsome, you look okay, but I'm still not choosing you. That is the ultimate kiss of death.
That's it. No, that's it.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Let's go on to our next guy here. We can have your name, how old you are, and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Isaac. I'm 27.
All right, look at the way they're all standing with their hand right in front of them. Does that indicate confidence, or does that indicate being respectful? Like, I don't know. I don't know why they're all standing almost similar, except this gentleman right here. Like, I mean, there's so many other ways you could have standing that would like project or exude confidence, but just standing with your hand holding, heads bow and all this kind of stuff. It's like women understand body language more than anything, because when they see you, like, they literally need body language to survive. Okay. They need to understand body language, because imagine, for example, women, when they have a baby, the baby cannot speak, but they need to know what the baby is talking about. They need to know what the baby is trying to communicate or trying to project. So they understand body language. And one of the key thing you want to know, if you're like in the ocean to catch a fish or a big fish or whatever, at least know the simple things, right? Like just standing there and just holding it. That's not projecting confidence. That's my own opinion, okay? And it's highly subjective. You could stand there and be very confident. A lot of people could do that. I could literally stand like that, and I don't really care whether or not anyone thinks whether I'm confident or not. And there are people like that too. But you're on a dating show, and first appearance matters. And also, you don't want to be abusive about confidence. Remember all these guys. We've had a lot of people had run. This guy with a tattoo talking about you want to be on a private jet. We've had Aaron the plumber. We've had the doctor or the dentist doctor, whatever. So many people. Like, you can still project confidence, and it can be misunderstood. Life is more of an art, not a science. There's no formula to anything. It's just knowing things, and then bringing in that balance between what you know and what you're trying to project, and what you think will be perceived by your subjects.
I pop my balloon because I like my woman a little darker, but you're still very beautiful.
Period.
Yeah.
I understand that.
You got your nails done, your toes done.
Yeah, I would say they're standing like that because out of respect, and it's important. They gotta be respectful to the person, because they don't know how she's gonna take the criticism. Like the first dude says, he said, I want a darker girl, and she's like, I just don't like the face. I don't know who said that, but it's like most men don't like most men, right? It's normal because men have this crude, rigid face. So it's very rare for guys to have like the soft, face. Even there's like the study in neuroscience that new kids, when most children would rather gravitate towards women than gravitating towards men, because women are much more, they have this gentle face, and they have the face that most people can like survive around them. So for guys, like most guys, like they look crude, they look like they want to fight, they look like they want to probably like break your face, and they wouldn't like speak their mind around most men. They would probably speak their mind around most women, because most women have this delicate features which makes them much more inviting. However, that might be a deception. Everything is a survival mechanism, all right? And like the good book says, the Bible says, beauty is fleeting. I might be quoting it wrong, but it says something about beauty is fleeting, and don't. It's a deception at the end of the day. Just like something luring you, like animals that are colorful, they lure their prey, and then the prey comes in, and then boom, they get them. Just like that.
I like the outfit too.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, is Isaac someone that's your type? No. Okay. Why not?
Head shape. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. So what's wrong with his head shape?
The square.
It's crude. It's crude.
All right. So Isaac, do you get that often?
Nah.
No? Okay.
People like my head shape.
Period.
Okay. And now, so far, we've had two people say you two like.
All right, one of the things that we look for in this show is the reason why people say no to each other. Do you think it's a rational reason? Do you think it's a genuine reason? Like, if you're rejecting someone based on outfit, I think it's irrational, because outfit can be changed. Pretty much, if you say no to someone because of something that can be changed, to me, it is sort of irrational. However, first impression does matters. But if you say no to someone because of something they can't change, to me that's sort of like, they can't change that. Like he can't change his head shape, right? Someone that's fat can change themselves. They could go to the gym and lose the weight, right? Or they could like go on fasting, intermittent fasting, and lose the weight. But if you are wearing a certain type of outfit, you could always change it. Like so many things, if it can be changed, to me, I think it's something that can be worked. Because truth be told, no one is 100% perfect. All right, love is not perfect. So if you have these things in mind, you're looking for someone to grow with, someone to live with, someone to witness life with. You can't get no perfection. And when people come here, like they're looking for fully made stuff, that's a recipe for disaster, in my own opinion.
Light skin, like does that happen to you often?
For sure.
Really?
For sure, it'd be like that.
Oh,
I would
okay.
definitely turn nigga down if he was too light skinned too, so I can't really be mad.
Okay.
Like, I can't really be mad.
It is right. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. Let's go over to our next guy over here. If we can have your name, how old you are, and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Ja. I'm 31, and I think you cool. I like the complexion. I like the quality of tattoos. I like your body as well. But for me, I feel like it's got to be something that I'm really like drawn to when I see you, and I feel like we would be cool, but more so on like a personal like friendship type level. Like you seem like you got an interesting personality.
I feel it.
Great stuff. Like very articulate, strong point. Didn't attack her in any way. Just said the right things. Like well articulated. Honestly, like I like everything they said without even degrading her in any type of way.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, if Ja were to approach you, would you go for that?
Sure.
Okay. And what makes you say sure about him?
You look cool.
Thank you. You look cool too.
Appreciate it.
I like the fit too. The colors
appreciate
is
it.
working as well. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
All right, cool. Thank you. And let's go on over here. Your name, how old you are, and why you ended up popping your balloon.
I'm Keith. I'm about to be 30 next week. And why this nigga still exactly what I was about to say? Because it's not no disrespect or none of that. That's not the reason why I popped the balloon. You know what I mean?
Oh, you cool.
You remind me of a friend, and I really do feel like we could be friends and all that shit. But
Yeah, I'm a cool
You know what I
friend.
mean?
I feel that.
yeah, and I feel like we could lock it in and all that shit, but it's just not, you know what I mean? I feel like we just can't be in that connection
No, I
aspect.
definitely feel that too.
You know what I mean? And I don't want to ruin that if we are going to be friends in the future.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's not that.
I got you.
You dope as hell though. I fuck with your tattoo. I actually want to know what your tattoos is and how many tattoos you got.
I got like 18 tattoos. and,
18?
Yeah.
All right, 18 tattoos, bro. That's a red flag. All right, I don't care how beautiful she is. If you're looking for a lifetime partner, anyone that gets tattooed every 5 minutes is a red flag. All right, you could, if you just want to kick it and just be friends, like they're all saying, perfect. Okay, you just want, friends with benefits, you just want to hang out with. But if you're looking for a strong lifetime partner, too many tattoos is a red flag. Maybe if you start getting it after you guys start dating, but because that's multiple emotions that she's wearing on herself. Every time she feels something, she has to put it on herself, and it's almost like a constant reminder of everything that she's feeling at the same time. To me, that's a red flag. However, tattoos are cool. Tattoos can be sexy as hell. Tattoos can be like you could see it and it could draw you in, but it's always much more good in the heat of the moment. Like very passionate. Get to know someone. You could meet someone and they could tell you about their tattoos and stuff. But for a long time relationship, no. For a momentary relationship, thumbs up.
Yeah,
It's just a
that's
sunfire.
dope.
That's a koi fish.
Okay, I only
It's just
got
a
4.
vine that wrap around.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
For sure.
And now, is he your type?
Like, would I ever walk up to him?
Or if he walked up to you, would you be like? How would you would you be okay with that?
I think I would definitely we could be cool. Like we be homeboys.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, boy girl. Yeah.
Okay. So you don't
We
get.
definitely be friends for sure. Like I feel like
I kind of like his outfit though. His outfit seems androgynous in a type of way, like almost like a punk. Not punk. How will I put this? Anyway, don't let me go into that. That's not my specialty, but like a Daft Punk thing, kind of like it. I think it's cool though.
I'm on the same vibe as him.
Okay. So you wouldn't date him though.
No.
Okay. And why not? Like, is he?
Kiss of
No,
death.
he just seemed like a homeboy to me. Like,
Friend zone.
All right.
I was the king of the friend zone.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So we do still have 3 balloons unpopped. So, did you have a question you wanted to ask the guys to kind of help you narrow it down to see which one out of these 3 you're leaning towards?
yeah.
I guarantee you, it's almost like she doesn't like none of those that's left. The only guy she wants here is this guy that they like. They're both cool. This one right here, but the remaining 3.
Of siblings, like sisters specifically.
You could just raise how many sisters you have with your hand. He has 2.
2. Okay.
That's lame as fuck.
3? Okay, he has 3 down there.
Okay. So basically, if your sister brought home a guy like you, would you approve?
Oh, okay. Let's start right here.
Yes, my name's Terrence. I'm 34. I'm from Alabama. And yes, I would definitely okay it.
You would?
Yes.
Okay. What traits do you feel like you have that make you a good partner?
You heard that? Like she's not even believing none of it. Like it's just okay. Look at it again.
Basically, if your sister brought home a guy like you, would you approve?
Oh, okay. Let's start right here.
Yes, my name's Terrence. I'm 34. I'm from Alabama. And yes, I would definitely okay it.
You would?
Yes.
Okay. What traits do you feel like you have that make you a good partner?
Well, I would say, I'm a great lover. Like, I love everyone. So, I got love for everyone. I don't hate no one. I might hate what they do, but I love everyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Your name, how old you are, and if you want to answer a question.
My name is Ishmael. I'm 29, and hell yeah, because I don't know, I'm real balanced, right? Like I pay attention to the duality in life.
That's cool. You gotta be the person rooting for yourself the most, because no one else will do it. So you gotta root for yourself. Would you date someone like you? The answer is hell yeah.
So I can work with my hands, but I'm also good with my mind. I actually like to think my mind is stronger, but I'm good with my hands too. So hell yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
She's not convinced. And that.
Okay. Your
She's
name,
popping
how old you
everyone's
are,
balloon.
and
She
her
doesn't want none
answer
of
to her
them.
question.
Daryl, 33, and cause I'm a cool ass dude. I'm funny. Like I said, I don't be in no drama. Like I said, it's simple. You know what I'm saying? I don't look like a threat. I ain't no thug or nothing like that. So yeah.
Okay.
All right. So based off of those responses, if I can see your, based off of those responses, which guy's balloon do you feel like popping?
Do it have to be based off the responses?
Well, she's gonna pop. At this point, I'd say the very first guy. And 1, he's the shortest. 2, she was like, okay. She wasn't super convinced about him, and maybe the outfit. But we're here.
Or if it's whatever, once we get there, you can let me know more.
Okay.
Oh, she's going. All right.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm taller than you.
Okay.
I said it. The height.
All right. So why did you say you ended up popping his balloon?
I'm taller than him.
Oh.
That's it.
Okay.
Very sweet.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
No problem.
That's literally it.
Okay. And now, as far as the 2 guys left, did you want to ask them another question to narrow it down, or did you want to go based off of those responses that they gave you?
Can you ask a question?
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Of course.
At this point, the way she's talking, it's almost like she doesn't want to be there. Like she's like, nah, is this the guys I'm picking from? Nah.
So what would you say is the best quality about yourself?
I definitely have to say my personality. Okay. Definitely, like I'm.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
No problem.
That's literally it.
Okay. And now, as far as the 2 guys left, did you want to ask them another question to narrow it down, or did you want to go based off of those responses that they gave you?
Can you ask a question?
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Of course. So what would you say is the best quality about yourself?
I definitely have to say my personality.
Okay.
Definitely, like I'm like an outgoing person. I'm a social butterfly, but at the times I need to be serious too. You know, I know how to get serious. So that balance is key.
All right. Let's go down here.
Well, he pretty much just said what I was gonna say. So I say understanding.
All right, if you remember, I've seen tons of lady pop a guy's balloon for saying something like, "Oh, he pretty much said what I was gonna say," because it's almost like you don't have a mind of your own. So it's like, if it's not there, you're not gonna have your own mind or some stuff. Or like, even if someone has said what you was gonna say, don't even say it out. Just say something else, or maybe just say the same thing and remix it, or put some sprinkle on it. But don't be out there saying, "Oh, you pretty much say what I was about to say." Like, it's almost like you can't think for yourself.
So I understand what people got going on. So like I said, bad day, good day. Like I said, I ain't gonna be on your neck and stuff like that because I understand what people go through. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
How you feeling about that?
Okay.
Nah, she is rude as hell. That's a rude.
I ain't gonna be too gonna say the same thing he say. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be different. You gotta say something different. Can't be copycat what he's saying. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you from?
Wisconsin. Where you from?
North Carolina.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm trying to go to North Carolina.
Why are you trying to go to North Carolina?
You said what?
Why are you trying to go to North Carolina?
Something different.
Sorry.
Yeah, something different.
How long you been in Arizona?
3 years.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
How you feeling? Are you leaning towards O? Okay.
Yeah.
So why did we end up popping his balloon?
I don't know. It's just like I can't really see it going nowhere. Not for real. I feel like he'd be cool though, for real. That's it.
Well, she's not interested in none of those guys, and everyone will be good in the friend zone because if in the friend zone, guys have hope of dating, and it benefits the woman because she gets free attention. Don't be the guy in the friend zone. Like, if it's not you, and just move on.
All right. And so it's just, you're just getting like friend vibes again from him?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you usually get a lot of friend vibes from guys? Like, it's never like...
Not really, no.
Oh, okay.
But he do kind of remind me of somebody from home, so it's like...
All right.
Yeah.
I can see that. Like I said, I'm a cool ass dude, so easy to be cool with.
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
Thank you. All right, let's go down on over here. So...
I said this before, okay? You could just tell she doesn't want to be there no more. Like, after that guy, that was the closest to what she probably wants, But after that, every other guy was just like, because and that interest, like, because when a woman wants you, they're like a kid in a candy store. Everything is just like, they just all over you. And that interest level she's showing is just like, I just don't want to be there no more. I should probably go back and tell her friend, like, all those girls, none of them. And that's fine. Okay, she's 23. Women have access to more guys. At that age, she's young, she's fertile. Every guy wants her. She's light skinned. Some guys will die for her because she's just light skinned. And what's she choosing from, right? A lot of this thing boils down to mindsets. You gotta have the right mindset. And with the right mindset, it's either you pull her or you just walk away. But the interest level she's showing there is just... I just want to leave this show right now. I should probably come on another show, but it is what it is.
All right. Okay. So why did you pop in his balloon as well?
Older than 29, like.
You said I seem older than 29?
Yeah.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay.
I'm still pretty young. And
How old are you?
I'm 23.
23? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You got like you have like a temper type shit?
The temper.
Like how are your responses with something that you don't like?
Something I don't like, I usually just leave you alone.
Type
Leave
shit.
very
Type
quietly.
shit. Oh, okay, you more quiet?
Yeah.
That's cool though, yeah. For sure.
Yeah, that's it though.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you.
All right. Well, that is all the balloons popped, but thank you so much for coming on out. Let's go ahead and give it up for her, men. Thank you.
Let's go into the comment section because this is wild. I want to see what people have to say about this, right? A post is too messy. If they say they don't find the person attractive, just leave it at that. She always asking for more details, which makes the guest name a specific thing, like head shape. It's silly. That is what it is, man. I mean, that's a show. That's how she, gets people stay and watch. But like this show kind of like exposes people, who's mature, who's not mature. It's that's how she gets her clicks, right? If someone says they aren't physically attractive, why is the details needed? Well, some people need, the devil is in the details, right? Let's see more comments. She was mad because 5 people popped their balloon as soon as she walked out. She was mad. That's insane. All right, she's so dry. I said it. Like she's so dry. Like she's not like into it. Like it's just kind of like you don't even want to date someone like that. It's scary. Like I mean, naturally, some guys are just boring and they're okay, not like boring, but they're just okay with the mundane, right? They're okay with the mundane stuff. But see all those men in the Air Force, and she had to come on this show. That's insane. All right, ain't nothing wrong with that brother wanting a darker complexion woman. Ain't no different than light skin being of a preference for ages. Go cry some. She seems dry and not interested in her response, and her responses are just basic. Yeah. Like it's just like she's not. She like women. That's insane. She likes women. I don't like the host very much. She instigates the guests to belittle each other. Oh yeah, it's crazy. People just tear themselves down. She's too much in her masculine energy, but she didn't have much to choose from. You see, they're gonna blame it on she didn't have much to choose from. Well, the host needs to stop pushing them to answer why this is so cruel. Like, why needlessly embarrass people? I'm being to not like the host. That's how she gets her money. Unfortunately, she gotta do what she gotta do. And let's view some more. I think they shouldn't be allowed to pop until after they say their name and age respectfully. I've said this before on one of my videos. You gotta see the old video, like. Popping should be after you've come in and because it's kind of distracting. You're walking in and they're popping on you. It's extremely distracting, and it's like happening on camera, so you're like so conscious of yourself. It's the slang talk for me. I can't stand the lady talking like a YN. She's boring, no smile, very cut. No smile, very cut. Ladies don't like that. She won't cover up after this. She was weird, definitely acted her age, and her responses weren't Air Force like. I thought Air Force folks were smart. Her responses were very dumbed down. The lady who hosts the show is the biggest. Listen, go watch my old videos. I've said is that Alex is a troublemaker. Like she be starting stuff. And that's what the internet wants, right? Someone that can like stir things up. What shot men the women? They can't change their height. Let us breathe. The man she won doesn't want her this life. No, but that's a Nigerian. The host goes in too deep for people's explanation. Well, that's for the session. I think we've seen this lady, and like I said, she's still growing. She's 23 years old. She doesn't really know much about life. She probably doesn't even know what she wants, and she's just. The interest is not there. Like she just like I said, if a lady wants you, their face is just lit when they want you. It's just like it's like a child in a candy store, like I said, And I always say this to like some of my friends, you don't have to listen to this or just take it with a grain of salt. It's always I'll always advise guys to date. So let's say you're a guy and you're an average dude. Let's say you're a 5, okay? You're a 5 as a guy. I would always advise that you date a lady that's a 4. All right, someone that's at least not on your level. All right, and see how they treat you. Okay, and then you can now go for a lady that's out of your league. You go for a 7, 8, 9, or whatever, 10, and see how they treat you. Okay, the lady that's not on your level, there's a way they treat you, and it tells you how you should be treated as a king. All right, as the man in the relationship, as someone that's respected. They show you how you should be treated. When you see how that lady that's on your level treats you, and you see the way the lady that's out of your league treats you, then you get to choose. Like, do I want to be treated like this or this? Or maybe you could use it as a yardstick for the lady that's out of your league. And if she's not treating you, and if because they can say they want you, they love you, whatever, and it's all a mind game, just to keep you in the friend zone, to make sure you're being submissive, you're paying their bills, whatever. If she's not treating you like that lady that's not on your level, she gotta go. Because this lady that's not on your level is letting you know that this is how a woman that's attracted to a man treats the man she's attracted to. And the interest is high. She's always giving it to you. She's always making sure you're okay. She's there for you, taking care of you, cooking for you, I don't know, cleaning for you, whatever it is. She does it, and you don't have to ask her. Because when you love something, when you love someone, you willingly, do things for them, and it's not even like a core or like a job or something that stresses you. Just do it because you care about them. But that's just like my own personal thing. You don't have, like I said, take it with a grain of salt. You don't have to date 50 women. I'm just saying, just see how they treat you. Because some guys walk around and they keep talking to ladies that's out of your league, and they don't treat them good, and they think, oh, all women are trash, all women don't take care of men, all women are evil. Nah. You need to be very self-aware. Know yourself, and conduct a honest assessment of what level you are on the scale. Okay, are you a 1? Are you a 2? Are you a 3? Are you a 4? Are you keep going? Are you a 10? Be honest, have a honest assessment with yourself and know your number on the rank. Now, you can tell if you're a 4, date a woman that's a 3. Okay, if you're a 2, date a woman that's a 1. Don't be a guy that's a 2 and you want to date a woman that's a 10, because she'll be like, what do you think you got, right? The same thing is applicable if you reverse the role. If you're a woman, you want to date a guy. If you're a lady that you're a 5, you want to date a guy that's a 4 and see how he treats you. And then you date a guy that's a 6 or 7, see how he treats you. If the guy that's a 4 is treating you so good and showing you how you treat someone you care about, and the guy that's a 7 is not doing that, then that means they could say they love you, but they're not really into you, because love is an action word. It's a verb, right? You don't just say you love someone. You gotta put it into action. And if the action is missing but the word is always there, that's manipulation. Well, that's enough for those video sessions. I don't intend to have it anything longer than this. In fact, I didn't even intend to have it this long, but this was fun because and boring too, because that girl was boring as hell. Jesus Christ. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. Peace. It's about to go down here.